Alien Flesh Eaters, 1981 sci-fi horror film starring an Oscar-winning cast.
In the distance, the town of Pottsville, Idaho.
Dr. Jones, isn't the dumping of radioactive waste into the aquifer contaminating our drinking water?
Exactly what do you mean by contamination?
Strange and unexplained events are occurring.
You say your friend was pulled out of the car by some guy in a monster suit.
Well, the only explanation I have is it's some sort of genetic freak.
But why is it so intelligent?
It's conceivable it can use a higher percentage of its brain, and at the same time be completely psychotic.
The ultimate terror has taken form. And Pottsville, Idaho will never be the same.
Greetings, fiends. It's your old pal Horror Mike, and today we're looking at the 1981 sci-fi horror film Alien Flesh Eaters, aka The Being, directed by Jackie Kong and starring an Oscar-winning cast including Martin Landau, Dorothy Malone, and Jose Ferrer, along with comedian Ruth Buzzy, Marianne Gordon, Bill Osco, and the delectable Robin Still. Alien Flesh Eaters plot. Toxic waste dumping in a small Idaho town turns a young boy into a horrible mutant monster. The town's police chief and a government scientist team up to stop the creature, which is quickly killing off the town folk. How much? Writer and director Jackie Kong, who had recently graduated from college, was reportedly given a $4.5 million budget from then-husband producer Bill Osco to write and direct a film, despite the fact that she had no professional filmmaking experience. To understand just how much money is $4.5 million in 1981, let us first look at some other genre films made at the same time. The Evil Dead from 1981, budget $300,000. Galaxy of Terror, 1981, budget $2.5 million. The Howling, 1981, budget $1 million. As you may notice, all of the budgets for these cult classic movies are far below the supposed $4.5 million budget for Alien Flesh Eaters. And if you watch the aforementioned films and compare them to Alien Flesh Eaters, you might be scratching your heads in disbelief. Alien Flesh Eaters, aka The Being, is a pretty bad film. The story is nonsensical, the direction is non-existent, the effects are second-rate, and besides a few good veteran actors, the acting is horrible. So where did that $4.5 million go? Good question. Jackie Kong's ex-husband Bill Osco put up the money and in return somehow got the lead role of Detective Mortimer Lutz in the film. If Osco was simply acting with other B-movie actors, I wouldn't have thought too much about it. But the fact that he has multiple scenes with Martin Landau and Dorothy Malone only serves to highlight his thespian shortcomings. That being said, Bill Osco was a producer of one of my favorite film parodies of all time, Flesh Gordon, from 1974. It should be noted that filmmaker Jackie Kong went on to direct Night Patrol from 1984 and Blood Diner in 1987. Johnny Commander. Speaking of Bill Osco, for some reason he is also credited as Johnny Commander and Rex Coltrane in this movie. Osco is billed as Rex Coltrane in the opening credits and the closing series of character headshots. In the closing credit titles, he is billed as Johnny Commander. Oscar-winning cast. The Alien Flesh Eaters cast amazingly includes 3 Oscar-winning actors: Martin Landau, Dorothy Malone, and Jose Ferrer. Co-stars Martin Landau and Dorothy Malone died within 6 months of one another. Landau in July of 2017 and Malone in January of 2018. Both were Oscar winners. However, only Landau was featured in the memoriam at the 90th Oscars telecast. For unknown reasons, Malone was not. Reeling in Martin Landau. Director Jackie Kong wooed Martin Landau by pretending to be an actor interested in his theater workshop and using the opportunity to give him her script. Impressed with her straightforwardness, he accepted the role. Ruth Buzzy and Officer Dudley. Kent Perkins, who plays Officer Dudley, and Ruth Buzzy, who plays Virginia Lane in Alien Flesh Eaters, have been married since 1979. Ruth Buzzy was a famous comedienne who shot to stardom when she landed a permanent place in Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In 1967. Playing everything from deadpan housewives to hard-bitten drunks to Southern belles to hookers. Memorable characters include Busy Buzzy, a Hollywood gossip columnist, dipsomaniac Doris Swizzler, who frequently got wasted with her husband Leonard, played by Dick Martin, and as one of the Burbank Airlines stewardesses who were infamous for their rude behavior. El Con. Alien Flesh Eaters, aka The Being, had its red carpet premiere at the El Con Theater in Tucson, Arizona on May 8, 1981, under the rather strange title of Beauty and the Beast. Most of the stars, including Ruth Buzzy, Martin Landau, and Marianne Gordon, were in attendance. By any other name. Apparently, Alien Flesh Eaters' original working title was Easter Sunday, but sat on the shelf for a few years and finally received a brief theatrical release as The Being. Robin Still. Tall, lovely, and spirited actress Robin Rochelle Still was born on November 24, 1961, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She moved with her family to Southern California and graduated from Garden Grove High School in 1979. Still landed a few noteworthy genre film roles. One as a spunky and likable Valerie Bates in the wonderfully trashy slasher cult classic The Slumber Party Massacre from 1982, and as the deliciously nasty and wicked sorority sister Babs Peterson in the amusingly silly Sorority Babes in the Slimeball Bolorama from 1988. Alien Flesh Eaters, aka The Being, was Robin Still's acting debut in 1981 as the cute girl making out in the car during the drive-in scene. I hope you enjoyed this look at Alien Flesh Eaters. As always, please like and subscribe. Thank you.